I don't own the rights to this music. I own the rights to this message. This is Ivan Bates. Y'all read the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander? Well, this is part of the new face of old Jim Crow. Ivan Bates been in office since Jessamy. I've been doing this documentary since Jessamy was in office. He worked for Jessamy. Sheila Dixon was the mayor. All right? Started with Gov.O'Malley, Get Shorty, the Get Shorty program. Movie release. And that movie release is the Marilyn Mosby. Head States Attorney Marilyn Mosby. Marilyn Mosby, Mick Mosby, Ivan Bates, Warren Brown, Dwight Pettit, J. Wendell Gordon, Malcolm Ruff, the 45th District, Stephanie Smith. Yeah, Delegate Stephanie Smith, the Maryland Black Caucus. Yeah, we talking about the new face of old Jim Crow and the money you make off of black bodies. Y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. And we talking about racism in the judicial system. This is for Judge Bedar. All right, Judge Bedar. Amendments of the Constitution of the United States. You see this? Request for whistleblower's protection. State Office of the Public Defender. That's the public defender, and she got this and didn't respond to this. That's a mail receipt. City, county, state, and federal levels. I've exhausted my remedies under the law. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. That's President Obama. That's how long I've been doing this. Got a story called Shorty, and my number ain't changed. That's Mosby. That's Ivan Bates. And that's the Department of Justice, Robert Hardin from the Department of Justice. All right, 2018. Making a movie about the Department of Justice and how you don't defend black people's rights. Being black in America 2023. That's the best of the best in Baltimore. All right? And that's Joshua Harris from the NAACP, and he ain't opened his mouth. Benjamin Chaffetz, Benjamin Jealous, the NAACP been silent on this. Tessa. Yeah, y'all want to protect white supremacy. The haves versus the have-nots. And Shorty ain't having it. These are the supporters of Shorties. You feel me? The people that support me and what I do in the community. The best of the best in Baltimore in 2016. That's the Department of Justice, Erek Barron. Erek Barron, Robert Harding, Robert Herr. That's me, Brian Vaith and Dwayne Davis. We ran for governor in the 2014 election. You took me off the ballot. See the amendments? All persons born of natural in the United States. That's the 14th Amendment. That's Pam Woods from the Baltimore Sun. Pam Woods, Justin Fenton, Diana Suggs. Yeah, the Baltimore Sun been a participant in this. Not just the Baltimore Sun, but the Waukegan News Sun. Like I said, movie release. That's Greg Bernstein. See the date? 2013. Y'all protecting Governor O'Malley's mom machine. Governor O'Malley created a criminal enterprise. So Judge Bedar, Judge Cox, Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court, I never got a trial. You see that? That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. Shorty, pull your mask up. Brandon Scott got that too. Mayor Brandon Scott. Shorty, pull your mask up. This is the case right here. Governor O'Malley. Like I said, that's my producer, Rob Fix. Case number. And Judge Turnbull said, return my property. You never did it. That's Scott Shellenberger. Like I said, the movie was about Scott Shellenberger and the corruption in Baltimore County. Racism in Baltimore County. Movie release. Employees spend the summer sweating to pay the bills. That's Jake Davis. Jake Davis, James Hammond participated in fraud. Paul Weinblatt, $260,000 a year I was making. All right, $260,000 a year. The state of Maryland refuses to give me an audit. They give me that audit, it's going to expose the corruption in Baltimore County. That audit is going to send Jake Davis, James Hammond, Paul Weinblatt to jail. It's going to investigate Brother Insurance, Bank of America, and SunTrust Bank. We're talking about money laundering, fraud in the court, false charges to the court. That's my Storm Falls Road. That's my Storm Falls Road. They wouldn't congratulate the person doing the same thing as you, just not you, just because it's you. I applied for Martin Luther King's job, and I'm not Dred Scott. I I was charged illegally and held illegally. You feel me? I'm the founding member of the Baltimore block. I'm an activist in Baltimore. That's Kwaise and Fume. See who that is? That's Doc Cheatham. That's Jason Newton and Congressman Cummings. And this is my family. Y'all kidnapped me from my family. I'm supposed to be at home on July the 1st for a family reunion. I can't make that family reunion because I don't have the dividends. That's Senator Van Hollen. All right? That's Ron Matz from WJZ. That's me, Shorty, the cook in Baltimore. I rebranded myself. I rebuilt myself. And I'm standing tall. See that? November 2014. All right? That's Chief Justice Bell and Sneed. These are your black faces, the new faces of old Jim Crow. These are the black individuals making money off of black bodies. That's Jack Young, Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Adrian Jones, and that's Corey McCray. All right? That's Corey McCray. You can't call it racism if you got black faces doing it, but it's still racist behavior. All right? It's still racist behavior. Corey McCray been shielding this since he sat in that seat. All right? And these are the supporters of Shorty's. That's 2007. I told y'all I was making a documentary right here, 1190 Falls Road. That store was my film studio where I was filming my documentary. All right? In regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. With Senator Cardin, you got to give up everything. Senator Cardin's got to give up everything that he got. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. Everything from 2007 to 2023. We talking about inmates. All right? So Corey McCray, everything that you got, your delegation got, you need to answer that. We talking about freedom, courage, strength, and the legacy in Baltimore. That's Thomas Saunders, my lawyer, in the ACLU. That's me on Bosley Avenue. Like I said, I was locked up. Just like the Khalif Browder story. That's the real news. Lisa Snowden was there when I gave him this. Lisa Snowden know all about this. The Baltimore Beat know all about this. Baynard Woods know all about this. Mark Steiner know all about this, but you silent. Silence is consent. We talking about mass incarceration. They created the machine. Now he's the Attorney General. Well, you was a Lieutenant Governor when I started this. Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown. And your paperwork is right there. This is the Department of Justice. Mark Kapelhoff, Rod Rosenstein, and that's Johnny Oleski asking for an investigation. Books over bars, education instead of incarceration. I use toilets because toilets don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. I'm the king of talking shit and I can back it up. You feel me? I can back it up. This is the case right here. That's Officer Tilghman, investigative narrative, all right? 86 case, the 86 case. You feel me? Possession of cocaine and marijuana. I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station and y'all locked me up. I didn't turn in my client list. I turned in police officers, I turned in judges and politicians that were getting paid off of this and using drugs. That's the States Attorney Nearham in Lake County, Illinois. That's 2013, 12. It's my whistleblowers to Miss Gion from the ACLU. And that's Delegate Stephanie Smith. She got that. Silence is consent. That's Judge Cox. All right? See the date? That's Judge Cox. That's Chief Judge Mary Barbera. All right? What's up? What's up? Like I said, making a movie ain't against the law. See who that is? Court Commissioner. See who that is? States Attorney's Office, Marilyn Mosby. She got that. That's Craig Taylor from Baltimore, from Waukegan, Illinois. A Shorty documentary. President Obama. That's Governor Hogan. Shorty documentary. That's Governor Hogan. That's Governor Hogan. That's President Biden. President Biden got this too. Chief Justice, retired, Turnbull. Like I said, movies about you. That's Mayor Pugh. That's Brian Frosh. This Commissioner Harrison. And before Commissioner Harrison leave, he got to give over that brown envelope. Commissioner got a brown envelope. That brown envelope is evidence for Judge Bedar. Bedar, Judge Bedar. This is your police department because I'm policing your police. Dear Commissioner Harrison, all right, this letter was written in 3 parts. 3 parts, all right? It's a 3-part letter. We talking about kidnapping. And we talking about Delegate Smith and what she won't do. She says she talked to me. She can't name a conversation that we had. Delegate Smith can't say nothing that we've ever done. Delegate Smith and her husband work for Johns Hopkins University, and y'all been protecting Johns Hopkins University. You don't deserve to serve, and that's going to be the battle cry. You're getting ready to be a citizen, so prosecutorial immunity doesn't apply to you. Everything that I gave you, all the videos that we got together, is going to go in front of Judge Bedar for the dissent decree, because we're going to show you that you have not fallen in line with the dissent decree. Kidnapping is against the law. That's Brent Jones from the Baltimore Sun. Like I said, I'm cooking y'all up, making a movie in against the law. Shorty documentary. Did you use a toilet today? Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. It don't care if you're the police commissioner or homeless man. We getting ready to flush careers down the hole. Black lives don't matter. Black money do. And that's what y'all doing. Creating the new faces of old Jim Crow. You bringing back Jim Crow to incarcerate black Baltimore. That's the Senate. And that's my buddy. A cup of coffee and Shorty. Shorty and a cup of coffee. Alright? That's my guy. Starbucks and Shorty. But that's Ivan Bates. And it's all about Ivan Bates. Everything Ivan Bates got, he got to turn over. If he don't turn over, he can go to jail. You can go to jail for protecting corruption. Call it the RICO Act. You can't use your position of power to create to enhance your pockets monetarily, and that's what you've been doing. Fox 45 been paying you. David Smith. We're gonna follow the money because we're gonna follow the corruption. That's evidence. Got a story? Call Shorty. I ain't hard to find. My number ain't changed. So when I see you in public, man, I'm gonna check you, and I'm gonna get this book published. When I get this book published, what you gonna do then? Judge Bedar getting this. Judge Bedar, Judge Bedar, Judge Bedar. Ivan Bates, you can go to jail. Look up Operation Greylord, 1980s in Chicago. You can go to jail for selling justice. You, Sheila Dixon, the Maryland Black Caucus, this criminal enterprise that you created, man, we getting ready to tear this machine down. Brick by brick, block by block.